Hello, everyone. Did you just say that Strawberry was not really conscious?
I'm talking to a girl right now who never knew a world where there wasn't TSA blocking your entrance to the airport.
Fair point. Hello, Star.
You know of 9/11. Well, yeah, of course I know that you know of 9/11. I mean, and technically, like, yeah, you can like watch the
I'm
footage
not
of
here.
9/11, so it's you can know what's up about it, but you won't know like the utter terror that was in the entire nation's hearts watching what happened after previously thinking that wasn't a possibility.
I still remember my friend's scream.
Actually, that's so weird. Oh, footage of 9/11? Yeah, they don't want you to see it. They don't want you to know. It's your reps are Yeah, they don't want you to know. Something about that.
That's a deck. Yeah, we didn't have banned books. No book was banned when we were kids. I think there was one.
I mean, no, there are even now there aren't banned books. It's like just books that aren't in school. But I mean, that's just a curriculum.
Catcher in the Rye, Lord of the Flies, Fahrenheit.
What are you talking about? We read those in school.
Yeah, but they're banned now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really surprise me considering, you know, the world is moving towards those are the playbooks of the way the world is going right now.
Princess Bride is banned.
The Princess Bride is banned?
Yup.
Why?
I don't know. They also don't do summer reading in places anymore.
I think that's just because the kids aren't going to read.
Yeah, there's that. Right, I could use my team. Forgot about that. I'm sure all of you who are watching know by now that multiple conversations happen within 2 different streams. Sometimes. Okay.
Beowulf isn't required anymore. Yeah, the classes are all gone.
Go, Hornet! Whirlwind. That's me and goes it is. Don't be difficult. It is Blaze. Edgar Allan Poe is banned at my school district. But that's kind of understandable considering how dark some of his work is. Why must I fight people with bad haircuts? Fake out is mean. Do-do-do. This glam meow must go down. Hey, Cowcidus. My hornet is just as strong as yours. Oh. No, no, Bidoof. We really need to find you an Everstone. Dang. I like that I can use my team. Oh, so cool. No. Alright. Bye-bye, Sakun. For Zubat, I'll swap the Shuckle. And I will forever say this, but Shuckle looks like something out of Mario. I know that too. It's probably why he's used in a lot of memes of the dirty nature. Like, his Pokedex entry says that he creates berry juice within his body. And there is even an item called berry juice that you can give him that he will randomly drink when he reaches a certain health.
And he goes, oh yeah.
In the memes he does. The stand!
Stand's good, but I mean, it's good for like 3/4, and then just gets a little basics on.
Oh god.
The Dark Tower series is great.
Oh, I should have done a friggin' bug move. Not like it matters. She ain't poison, dude.
Nothing special. I've never read any Clive Barker, but if my name was Clive Barker and I was being there's no way I would look at books.
I think he actually has. Clive Barker has a book about a dog. It's like a gruesome version of Cujo.
No, it has to be like all dogs do. I would have just written all dogs.
Yeah, that's not exactly Clive Barker's style.
Yeah, but
For those of you confused, in the background, it's favorite books and authors going on. Yes, I know it's weird. An adorable Pokemon fan has a favorite author like Clive Barker.
Wolf.
Yeah, there's nothing cute about his works. I mean, he's got some. Not all of his stuff is gruesome horror. Those are just the books of his that I prefer. No! Hornet got confused. You confused my Pokemon. You didn't hurt my Pokemon, lady. Poison should not be able to hurt a bee. And especially a queen bee. Also, girl, stop hurting yourself. If I remember correctly, she's got the obnoxious skunk tank. Don't worry, Best Queen. Get me out of there. Missing something in a game is the worst. No. Good thing I'm not using a special attack. But it's still gonna take forever. Did it just done wrong, bro? Oh well. Okay, Butterfree. Put it to sleep. I hear lace. It's sleep. And down goes Badoo. Jugglebug! Sacrifice my entire team of bugs. Honestly, I probably should keep.
Factory above me.
These people have weird hairstyles and weird outfits.
Shells. Playing Silksong. Original shells.
Oh, right. You know, honestly, Team Galactic does kind of look like bugs with how they're dressed. And their outfits do kind of look like bug shells. And they're all just little worker ants. Doing absolutely nothing important. Right. Let's get this because I know I'm not going to want to go running behind here again. Even though I'm probably not going to use it. But yeah, I think I am going to put...
Oh. And that's where we go.
Yes, please heal my Pokemon. Do. Heal twice just because I like to. Mwah.
Which way I go, there's more enemies.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I can do that outside of a Pokemon Center now.
More spikes to break.
Alright, who
You bust them out.
am I taking out? Shuckle's kind of slow. Like, he's got ridiculous defense. Compared to Anorith. And I'm gonna put this one in at some point. And Scizor. And Skorupi will likely be put in for... No, not Skorupi. Skarskit. For fire purposes. Although I can indeed keep in Anorith for that. What is the next gym? I think Vestor? Maybe Velstone? I need to look. Fighting. So, Butterfree is definitely staying.
No, it's not this room.
Explore kit! Now I can go find Everstones. Yay, and it's gonna take me frickin' forever to do that. Alright. Let's try to find an Everstone. Two things. No. No. Neither of the items are what I need. Of course. Do-do-do, do-do. Please, Everstone, show yourself. 'Cause I only need one this time. I only need one. Oh, thank God there's 4 things. Whoops. That's not an Everstone. Hey, ostrich. That's not an Everstone. That's not an Everstone, but I'll take it. No, because that's these 2 boxes right here, so let's see. Nope. Only other place. No. It did not have an Everstone. Oh, wait. Nope. No Everstone. I only know this because of spots left. So Bidoof doesn't evolve? I'm tired of pressing B over and over again. Every time I have played this game, Ostrich, Bidoof has been on the team. And it pisses me off. Even if it was, I wouldn't use it. I don't use items. The only kind of items I use are evolution ones. Or legendary specific. There's one. This was already a bust. Star, do you remember how long it took me to find Everstone? Because I know I needed 4. 4? 4 for the Bidoof run. and I needed a whole bunch when I did the pre-evolution run. Oh right, Ostrich, you weren't here for that one either. I did a baby Pokemon run in this game and I kicked Cynthia's butt with babies. Her Garchomp fell to a Smoochum. Yep. I'm the Pokemon weirdo that does things like that. It's like, what ways can I possibly torture myself? I know I'll use all baby Pokemon against Cynthia of all people. Yeah. Yeah. Zalnor made me do, Zalnor made me do mostly Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow. Basically, every Pokemon was just support for Pikachu if needed. Otherwise, Pikachu was the only Pokemon I used. And Pokemon Yellow of all games. That one took me a while to do because just graphics in general were hard on my eyes because everything was just really bright friggin' colors and pixelated. So it was just like, my eyes. What was other ones that I did? All dog, all bunny, all psychic. Why, hello. Megas only. I have done way too many weird runs. Oh my god. She saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which we still need to see.
I can't imagine it was very scary.
I know, I have high standards too, so I don't know what I'll think of it.
What was your favorite horror movie so far?
Anyways, back to, well, Ostrich, I have very high standards for horror movies because the first horror movie I ever saw was Nightmare on Elm Street, and I was 3.
Scariest one I was Brain Not supposed to be a horror movie, but the idea of bugs crawling under your skin and eating your brain scared me to no end.
You had nightmares because of that?
Oh yeah.
Dang. I don't get nightmares from movies, but yeah, I was 3 years old and I saw Nightmare on Elm Street. That was my first horror movie, and I had no idea what was going on. My grandpa was watching it, and I guess he was sleepy because he just let me watch it with him. And I thought Freddy Krueger was a clown. So every time Freddy came on screen, I started laughing, and my grandpa once told me, no, Freddy Krueger is not a clown. I only know this because Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorites.
No, where's Waldo?
I can't say what he actually was on stream.
He was a janitor.
But it had to do with kids. Not in a good way. That's all I'll say. Yeah. He did have a normal job and everything. Yes, only worse because because yeah, they were never seen again for reasons. So he was worse.
I mean, really good movie too. It wasn't that the movie was
They didn't live long. Which is why the whole neighborhood turned against him and basically burned him alive. But yeah, I saw that when I was 3, and I asked, my grandpa told me, I think I was around 10 when he told me this, because we saw that Nightmare on Elm Street was playing on TV again. Yay, spooky season. And he said to me, I don't know if you remember this, but we watched this when you were 3 and you asked me why ketchup was being thrown everywhere. In my 3-year-old mind, Freddy Krueger was throwing ketchup everywhere. That was my 3-year-old thought process. And that he was a clown throwing ketchup everywhere. Yes, that was my 3-year-old mind's image of Freddy Krueger. It wasn't until my mom overreacted. Well, and actually, no, I shouldn't say she overreacted. A 3-year-old watching that movie is definitely something to overreact about. But when I saw my mom's reaction to my grandpa telling her about it, 2 years later, that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, that is a movie I should not have seen. I have seen every single Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I am also a horror movie fanatic. So chances are I have seen a horror movie. Constantine was a good movie. No. That's more like a fantasy fiction. Yeah. Black Phone. Ah, I know what Black Phone is. Eh. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. But I'm kind of numb to horror because I started at such a young age.
Have you seen the Saw movies?
Whenever it was spooky season, my grandpa would rent a whole bunch of scary movies. And he would tell me, he would say, "Don't tell your mother."
I used to like listening to footage.
So he was going behind his own daughter's back with this stuff. And he was just showing his absolutely under 18 granddaughter horror movies that she should not be watching. That was my grandpa, folks. The rule breaker. But yeah. He was a huge horror movie fan, which is how I got into them. Do you want me to say what it's called?
I mean, they are some pretty good ones.
Yes.
Oh, the first one is really
Well, not entirely. There are prequels to The Terrifier. Okay, Ostrich. I will say this about the Terrifier movies, including the prequels. What they show you in the trailer is kiddie stuff. And they do that purposely. It's because they can't show you the extent of the movie in a trailer because those are on public television. So, yeah, and if you're saying the scene that you saw was brutal stuff, then yeah, no, you barely saw anything. You need an iron stomach for gore in order to watch the Terrifier movies. Yeah, that's not the worst of it. That's tame compared to other stuff that's in the Terrifier movies. So, yeah, no. Alright, art is not just a guy in a clown costume. He's something much worse. And no, he's not human. Let's put it that way. He's not human. Yeah. It shouldn't even be rated R. It should be rated more than that. Like, if there was something above R, that's what it should be rated. Um,
I mean, it's a really cool concept for a show.
Even the
I
prequels
suspect that probably like
should. Yeah, I have a specific scene in my head, and I really can't say anything about it. Like, that's how bad it is. All I can say is that I'm remembering a scene. Can't say anything else. Yeah, and he ain't mute. That's an act. He just stays silent for effect. In one of the prequels, you actually hear Art's voice, and yeah, no. It's just like when you hear Art's voice in one of the prequels, it's just the first thing you think of is get an exorcist.
Yeah, they wrote it incredibly cool. And I mean, like, it was just obvious that I don't mind that stuff in the show. Just don't make the whole show about it.
But
Doctor Who has already been. He's already another changing person.
give me a second. I'll
Already
DM it to you.
Yeah, it was already kind of like the trans ideal of the show. You could do so much with that, so they just surrounded by nonsense. And they're just not for the audience. Swiper guy.
One moment, folks.
Well, see what happens to the nasty bully bugs when they come after poor old Cradle. That's a well-deserved end, we reckon. We heard this old city was nice and quiet and bursting with goodies. So what happened then? Why is it crawling with bullies and busybodies? Creature that haunts this place is stirred. The Citadel's castle now roam the halls. You would do what to leave city if you surrounded. What? You're being mirthful? We're staying here till we're done pilfering, and you should be the one leaving if you're so feared. Oh, you've been creeping around this dusty old place for a while then, eh? You must be carrying a lot of goodies with you. Little poor old snitchy flying alone, eh? Whoa, what a rotten turn. Keep your nasty junk to yourself then. We ain't leaving till we're done pilfering. You be off if you're so scared.
Okay, it's sent.
You're not watching that show, but sci-fi time travel space adventure. I mean, for real, right? And then I mean, like, as you're gonna go back to you know, like, the city goes back to, like, 16th century.
now you understand what I mean by you need, like, an iron stomach to watch Terrifier. Like, one of my friends went to see the second one in theaters. And you know how they had a whole article about how people were going to see it and people were leaving the theater screaming or vomiting in the theater and stuff like that? Yeah, well, one of my friends was one of the people who had that kind of reaction. And because she had that kind of reaction, it made me want to see it even more. I mean, if you spend the money to see a movie, might as well see it through. And although I will say this, I give your friend credit for both throwing up and staying. Because, with Terrifier, art always wins. He's the bad guy that doesn't lose. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, with all, yes, actually it would. It really would be funny. And I mean, that's happened to me before. People come in, see the chat, and they're just like, wait, what? Because they have no context whatsoever. But yes, art always wins. And that's because, well, that's because he doesn't die. There's always someone left alive, and he lives inside of them. And they become the next art. No, he purposely keeps someone alive. Always. It's why in every single movie that art is in, you see reoccurring characters. Like, they have even, like, some of the prequels, for people who have seen them, they would know this, but, in Terrifier 1, he, oh, no. He doesn't, like, die at all. He leaves the current body he's in, goes into a new one, and over time that body slowly morphs into what he originally looked like. So, yeah. He's basically a parasite. That's the best way to explain art. A demonic parasite.
That sounds like that Denzel Washington movie.
Which one?
The one where like he's an investigator who's chasing like a spirit that keeps hopping in and out of people.
Yeah, hopping in and out of people is kind of what art does, yeah. That one was a good movie. Oh yes, art is actually nice towards children. Art does not harm children in any way. He doesn't scare children. In fact, if there was a way to defeat art, it would be by using a kid. No, it's just that a child's soul is so pure that it's like... Yeah, a child's soul is apparently so pure that it's basically art's kryptonite. Kids are his kryptonite, pretty much. Just like Freddy Krueger thrives on kids, art can't stand them. No, not really. More like biblical. Oh, welcome to my life when I play this game. Alright, screw it. I got stuff to do in the game. I mean, it could be worse. I could be catching Geodudes and Gravelers over and over and over again and have like a 10% or 5% chance of them holding an Everstone. I could do that too. Yep. Let's see though. That would be art. Honestly, a lot of the major horror icons, a lot of them are basically just parasites. They always find a way to come back. They're never truly defeated. That is really bad. $3 to 42. Oh, and Homecoming was 0 to 34. Oh God, what? What? Oh! Cassis, guess what? No. Ostrich just told me that his school's football team stinks. Lost their rival game 3 to 42, and Homecoming was 0 to 34.
Ouch.
Yep. The fact that your school focuses on sports and you haven't won a game, that's worse than mine using its students for publicity. Alright, I still need to go to the cycle shop. Like, my school, we had... In our division, we were probably the best school. when it came to sports. So, like, it was very rare that our varsity football team would lose a game. Basically every sport. Oh, darn it. We are reaching a wide variety. No. I need red, because that's the color of Hornet's dress. The theater club, even if they can get to nationals, apparently they can't actually go because they don't have the money. Oh my god. Starting to wonder how my high school had the funding of a private school. Oh right, low battery. Plugging the controller. Hello. What I was about to say before you went into ads. Your school sounds like it's trying to do what mine did. My school, we had really good sports teams. Like, what's the best way to put this? Our teams didn't lose. Like, every year, it's like they brought in friggin' athletes. Sports started very early with my school district. Like, the moment, like, they took sports seriously in elementary school, but they didn't have teams. They started teams in middle school. And you basically just kept doing the sport. And my school had a lot of funding. So basically anything that they wanted happened. And when it came to if we were to lose a game, oh god, it would be like a natural disaster. People would think the world was ending. And we had a star of every single sport. And yours truly was one of them. I was the star for the female track team. I was in the newspaper more times than I can count. And the school was basically funded off of publicity due to the star athletes. So yay, I funded the school in some way by publicity. My school pretty much used at the students that did sports It was really quite messed up, actually. Oops. So yeah, I didn't really like being exploited. But I loved running, so I kind of had to put up with it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if my school had, like, it's just like, oh, we have extra funding, let's get bodyguards for our star athletes, make sure nothing happens to them. I wouldn't be surprised if my school went that far. I really wouldn't. It would be so funny though if I went back to my high school and they'd just be like, why haven't we seen you in the Olympics? And it's just like, heh heh heh, hey, yeah. I stopped running long before any of that. I hurt myself senior year, and that was it. It was the last track meet of the season, so it didn't matter. Although, I hit it so I can keep my scholarship. Because college was stupid.
And now my wife has bad knees.
And yes, and now I have arthritis in my knees. Both my school's and my own dumb fault. Their obsession with winning and my ego was not a good combination. Never losing gets to your head. Real quick. Especially if it's like a one-person sport, where it's just you against a bunch of other people. Where, like, solo sports, yeah, you can get a real big ego. And you can ruin it for yourself. But I haven't been an athlete since I was like 20. So. Oh no, more like 19. Because I faked not being injured for like 6 months. Since 18 years old. Well, 17 or 18 years old. Oh yeah, I literally can't run anymore. I mean, I could probably jog, but wouldn't last that long. Damn it. Yeah. Well, not only that, it was more to keep my scholarship to college, because it was running that got me into the college. And it was full scholarship. So I hid the fact that I had an injury just so I can keep that scholarship. And they never really did anything about it because I managed to get pneumonia and leave the school. So pneumonia ended up being the reason why I never went to track practice instead of after a while. So I kinda, the school never really found out. But no, the reason for why I'm suffering now is because doctors never really gave me a proper way of handling my situation. 5 different physical therapists, and all of them basically made it worse. I didn't even know I had arthritis until I was in my 30s. So, yeah. Everything was just, oh, you have tense joint muscles, or your joints are meh. It was never, there's a possibility you have arthritis. There was never any of that. Yeah, I know, right? It wasn't until I was just like, I should see an orthopedist. And Causidus took me to an orthopedist, and they're just like, yes, you show signs of arthritis. You absolutely have it. And then he's just like, you should get blood work to make sure it's not rheumatoid arthritis. So we go and I go and get blood work. And thankfully it's regular arthritis. It's like all of a sudden it was a big deal. Like, what wasn't a big deal to 5 doctors is all of a sudden a huge deal. I love the voices he's doing for Silksong right now. Which one is this? But, whatchamacallit? Each and every doctor that I saw, not one of them did an x-ray. They just kinda, like, felt my knee to see if it was swollen, and then they're just like, yeah, do this, this, and this, and go see this physical therapist. And it was just not a single x-ray until I was in my friggin' 30s. You'd think if somebody has a knee problem, the first thought would be x-ray, but no. I got all the idiot ones, and none of them thought of x-ray. Lucky me.
No, I blame your parents.
My parents probably had a part in it.
They really should have been more proactive about it.
Yeah. My parents honestly should have thought about an orthopedist instead of just physical therapists and regular doctors. Which is why you were the smart one who took me to an orthopedist. And we figured out I have freaking arthritis. I swear. Like, most of my medical conditions got better because of Cowcidis the moment I was away from my parents. It's, I know it's a messed up thing to say, but it's true. And I just remembered one of the Elite Four is fire specialized. This is gonna be fun. Like anxiety disorder better because of Cowcidis. Epilepsy figured out because of Cowcidis. Knees aren't constantly getting worse because of Cowcidis. It is really funny though, Cowcidis.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your knees are still on.
They are still... Yes, I know, but they have not been getting worse under your supervision.
I mean, our orthopedist told us that you need to work them, that you need to exercise them, and we don't do that. So,
Yeah, we got it out.
yeah. you
But
get
my
your whole
anxiety-
packet- You get your whole pack of exercises.
This is
Go
true.
do them.
However, anxiety disorder and epilepsy is figured out because of you, not parents.
Yeah, that may be, but I don't want my wife to be on a walker by 40.
I won't be. I would get a knee replacement far before I get a walker. No! Oh, she was friggin' paralyzed. And yes, Cowcidis is Health Man, but that's because he actually gives a shit. Like, he was actually willing to help me fix things, whereas my parents kind of just wanted it under control, that's it. It's like they didn't want anything cured, they just wanted it under control. So they can control me. That's basically how it went. So a couple weeks ago, I think now I pissed off my dad, and now anytime I ask him something, it's always shrug shoulders, I don't know. I get why somewhat, but it's actually getting annoying. I can see why that's annoying. But dads just do annoying things sometimes. I get the shrug shoulder. Both me and my mom get the shrug shoulders and when it comes to stupid things. Because my dad thinks, oh, I'll be fine. And yet he is a complete accident prone. So we see him using a steak knife instead of using floss. We tell him to stop. He shrugs his shoulders, says, I'll be fine, and just continues doing it. Yeah. Dads just do that. They don't like being proven wrong. Okay. Whenever... No, my dad is not normal in the slightest. Whenever we ate something that might most likely get stuck in your teeth, my dad would use a steak knife as floss. Because he's an idiot. But yeah, my dad is complete accident prone and he thinks it's perfectly normal. Like taking a screwdriver to unclog a tube of glue and then accidentally stabbing himself with that screwdriver. Or falling off a ladder because a gecko jumped out of the window, startled him, and he fell, broke his collarbone, and tried to play it off like nothing happened. We're talking about silly things dads do.
Oh.
Yep. My dad got caught with that last one by my mom, and she was not happy. He tried to hide it. But yeah, dads are just kind of like that sometimes. So it's very likely that you did absolutely nothing wrong. He's just having a dad moment. No, most dads aren't like mine. That's for damn sure. I would be concerned if there was dads out there like mine.
Oh, so you ask funny questions as well as cutting bells, really? You certainly aren't a pilgrim, but you're clearly not the choir leader. No, you are a bell ringing act.
You know, now that you're actually seeing somebody say, I don't think most dads are like that, I am realizing just how insane my dad is. I grew up with it, so to me, it's just like a normal thing he does. So, it's different for me. But, yeah, I do know it's not normal. I do know that. But the meh and shrugging the shoulders thing, that's a normal dad thing. Yes. I'm not wearing a rope. I've got the otter blanket, which is thin. And it's not even covering my arms. What kind of foam? Are you talking about the foam that, like, you spray it on and then you leave it, it foams up, and then you just wipe things away? Like, it never happened? Any foam.
Are you talking about the stuff you use on your legs?
No. The carpet foam. Yes, okay.
It's kind of the same thing.
It kind of is, actually, yeah. Kind of. That's weird thinking about it that way.
I'll do it again next time I see that character.
No, no, no. There's a product that that I can spray on my legs and it foams up, and I don't need to use razors. I can literally just wipe my legs off and it's fine. I have very sensitive skin, so razors do not go well with me.
Randy, Strawberry was given 3 tickets to see it.
I see that. Yes, indeed. It is a spray that it's a hair removal spray. I mean, I don't know if they have it. Yeah, it is gettable at which I am using from now on. Saying gettable is just fun. But like that is now the new way I am saying that. It is gettable at Walmart, yes. And no, it's not at all. If it was poisonous, I wouldn't use it.
Well, I mean, it probably is poisonous.
It is probably poisonous to eat. And thank you, Elva Gaming, for the follow. I appreciate it. But no, ostrich, it is not poisonous or anything. It actually has very good functions for keeping skin soft too. Soft and healthy. So there's that nice part too. I am doing good. How are you? Ostrich is our neighborhood greeter, I guess you could say. They add extra friendliness to the channel. Watching streams is a very good way to chill. Like, yippee, I'm the ostrich. You greet everyone, so yes, you are indeed the greeter. And Strawberry is talking about cheesecake in Cowsidus's chat right now. Oh, she's talking about the state fair thing. Are you telling Strawberry about our state fairs?
No, I'm asking her what hers are. I don't think I've ever been to a state fair.
Right, I can't. Strawberry cheesecake funny fun. I need items. I haven't bought items in a very long time. No, I want more than one. Damn it. Controller.
Yeah, I wouldn't ride carnival rides, you know. Six Flags.
Oh. Olivia, if you hear a voice in the background, that is because my husband is also streaming. We tend to interrupt each other's streams sometimes. Yep. Explore Hearthrom. Oh, I hate this so much. There we go. He does it more casually while while I actually like do it as a job. Sometimes definitely doesn't mean the past 3 or 4 streams. Yeah, if we're playing together, it's a different story. But since he finished Silksong, he's been doing Silksong stuff. Which is how we got here on my channel. Silksong and Brilliant Diamond. Using all bugs. Well, almost all bugs. They need to relate to characters in Silksong. Thank you! I was gonna go for Cat Girl, but then I'm like, eh. A lot of people do Cat Girl, and then a lot of people do Fox Girl, so I'm just like, I'm gonna do Bunny. Because Bunny works. It's not completely accurate to what I look like, but good enough. Yes! I did indeed make it myself. Boy, Monferno is taking a while to go down. That's not surprising in the slightest, considering my entire team is bugged. And Vesper Queen, go out there. Astrid, you just like telling people how my avatar tracking is weird. Don't you? I am sorry I do not have the full VR motion bodysuit. Although that kind of would be fun, because then I could spin around in the chair and my avatar would actually spin. It wouldn't go like this. It wouldn't do weird stuff like that. Or put me in some weird, twisted position. But that is a lot of money. Those suits ain't cheap. Like, I would also be able to, like, stand up and walk around across my screen and stuff like that. That would be the, like, super duper duper expensive one, though.
It would be wasted on you because you lose it.
Oh, hush!
You would. You would be like all the stuff that you guys.
I would not be able to do backflips and stuff like that. Cassidy is seriously over here comparing me to Fillion. I don't dance. And I don't do backflips. So, comparing me to Fillion is not cool. Fillion is also hyper energetic, where I just want to chill. Comparing me to one of the top friggin' VTubers. With the most money and capability of doing a fully animated avatar with a bodysuit. Hey. I find creating your own avatar, that's the best way to put it. It makes you more connected to your channel and the VTubing. It's more personalized. Some people do use pre-made ones. Others will make a team, make a design, and then have somebody else do it, but that's still personalized, so that still counts as making your own. Vroid is definitely the way to go if you are going for free model making. Like, I used Vroid as well, and considering V9 added stuff to their programming and Vroid added stuff too, I will likely give my avatar a slight makeover. So she might get an upgrade. Well, she will get an upgrade because Calcidus wants me to get the upgrade. So, yeah, Avatar will probably be updated. Probably get more flop in the ears, too, while I'm at it. Oh. I actually thought about that, doing a PNG one and having an artist friend create it for me, but I'm just like, I want to do the 3D thing. So I started asking friends who I knew were streamers, and they pointed me into the direction of Vroid. of using Blender, but Vroid caught my attention more.
Got it. I have not seen this.
'Cause
I have not yet seen
I noticed there were some things in Vroid that Blender didn't really have that I was looking for personally. So, I ended up using Vroid. And originally I was using VC Face, but that got changed as well. I switched to V9 from VC Face when it came to tracking program. VC Face just was not doing it. It was too limited, and it wouldn't work with my glasses at all, so I had to have, I had to put on, auto blink just to get my model to blink correctly. And I was starting to get really sick of that. Then one of my VTuber friends told me about V9, and here we are now. Program that works while I wear glasses. It doesn't make me look like I'm struggling to blink. I do wonder if my friend can do little add-ons for me. I actually have an artist friend. He's the one who did my banner for me and stuff. And he's actually currently working on a bunch of other stuff too. He comes in here every so often. Been a while though. Which is sad. Having both him and Causidus in the chat makes things interesting sometimes. And Ostrich, I don't think you have ever met Cowbones yet. Like, I don't think you've come across him yet. Okay. I mean, he's also in the chat. In the Discord, I mean. He's also there, too. But yes, Causidus has known him for a very long time. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Right down, man. Poof. Alright. I'm actually going to end stream there. That has been 2 hours of doing stuffs. And I know the perfect person to raid. Do 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 do. So, let's go do a raid. Dope. Dope. It is going to... It is not a Pokemon game, but we know them well. So, yes.